shout very, very seriously on this particular issue so that to enter into our ears. We should get it. We should get it correctly. Yes, we should get it correctly. I talked last time how I went to church and I happened to sit beside a lady who just came, and after some time she just sneezed without covering her nose. This may sound so simple, so common, because we neglect things and we don't call things because maybe we don't see the actual result of those things that are happening around us that we have decided to keep quiet over. Now, I have to lament this. Please, whenever you are in the public spaces, whenever you are in a gathering, and people happen to be so careless on the activity, their own activities in that particular area, please take care of your own self and equally be cautious of those people around you, because you may just come for an event and go back with organisms. Do you know how many hours the droplets from your sneeze or from your respiratory tract can last on air? Do you know how many hours it can? Do you also know the content, the organisms that can come out with those droplets the person injects into the atmosphere? And the breeze are carrying those organisms, looking for where to quench them. And what if you happen to be the recipient? You came for an event and you're going home with multiple organisms. Multiple organisms. All right, let me just rush to this story again and now bring it to the effect that I want us to be aware of. All right, so please always don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and be with me always, because definitely I must always give you how it is. That's the mission, both in sciences and the health tips I will give you. So I still remember Master Peter by name, a biologist by profession, and also a healthcare giver by skill, by passion. So it's my passion and my desire to always impact. All right, so having said this, now let's repeat this short story, then I will now link it to what I have to say. You will now see the effects, what you could get when someone beside you sneezes without covering the nose with proper things, not with her own hand or with his own hands. Are you getting the point now? That is the main point. So before we get here, let me tell us a little thing so that you know that you should be careful whenever you're in the public spaces. All right, so that particular day, I was in the church. At least I came early enough, so I sat on my seat, and this particular lady, a thick lady, classy in quote. So when she came, I just shifted for her, so she sat beside me in the church here for the Christians, especially for the Catholics. In Catholic church procedures, sorry. Don't forget to always take your water. All right, so for those of us that are Catholic, we have procedures in our services. So there are times we call the time for giving of sign of peace. This sign of peace, you could hug somebody, you could give handshake, depending on your relationship and your mood at the moment, and with the person beside you, and how the church service is going. All right, so this woman came. So after some time, she just sneezed. I'm always conscious when I'm in the public or when I'm with people. So when she sneezed into her own palms. And normally when she sneezed, she has to rub it together like this. She has to rub her hands together. Are you getting the points now? Are you getting scared like I am? So definitely you need to get scared of people, especially when you are somebody who is always conscious of his or her health and your surroundings too. So I got weak, but I still maintain, because we are in the church, and you can just get up and change a seat because of the sneezing. So I was like, maybe she could, along the way, get up, maybe move aside, get her hands washed, and probably clean up her hands and come back inside the church. But she never did that. All right. And I knew that time will come when I have to shake her. When we start the giving of sign of peace, everybody will not shake each other. I said, okay. I now started, I was just myself. So church was going on until we now got to the point of let us offer to each other the sign of peace. That is one of the periods of moments in the Catholic Church activity. What do I have to do? I still have to shake her. But after shaking her, I was carrying my hand as if I was carrying a feces on my hand. As if I was carrying feces on my hand. As if I was carrying dirty substances on my hand. Because I knew that she once sneezed and she never did proper sanitization on that hand. After shaking her, of course, we shook other people and we went home. So, now, do you know the implication? Let me now land to what I have to tell us to call our attention to. Do you know the implication of it? The implication of it simply means that I have already in my mind pictured the possible diseases that could follow the droplets when she sneezed. But probably, ignorantly, she might not be aware of those things. But because of my own type and because of my own work and profession, I was much aware of what she did. So when I got home, I went straight because there was no place that I could wash my hand until I got home. So when I got home, I have to wash my hands, sanitize my hand, and then move on. At least, thank God for the nature of the palm. For the nature of the palm. The layers are at least strong to an extent that they could resist some kind of a microorganism to an extent, at least before you could wash them off. They're not as soft as other places, unless if you have some kind of injuries on your palm, then they could penetrate easily. But without that, at least they have some time to stay before they can penetrate into the body without washing them off. So you get to know this. All right. Now, what could have someone contracted from the droplets from sneezing from someone beside you? You could get airborne diseases. Now, coming to the diseases you can get disease caused by bacteria and virus, mostly viral infections, bacterial infection. Now, when I talk about this bacterial infection, I'm referring in particularly to TB. We may know what we call TB, simply tuberculosis, caused by a bacterium called what? Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Now, this microorganism causes what we call respiratory problem, respiratory disease. And it could be severe, it could last for a long time. Most often, you keep on coughing to make you to cough with tuberculosis, persistent coughing. The acute one, your lungs, your headache, your head, when you cough, it comes with a heavy pain. It will look as if your heart will be falling out when you cough. So dry. Come on. Is it what you could get because you went to church? Please, if you're watching this video, always try to be conscious of this. If you're not the one doing it, try to let people know. If you watch the video, share it with others too. They can contract some kind of disease without them knowing the weight of simple things they neglect. Sneezing, you may just call it sneezing, but it's not just. It is not just. It's a whole lot of things. A whole lot. So that is the essence of drawing our attention to those things. Now, we're not talking about the viral infection. At least the common one we know, measles. Measles is an example of viral disease, infection, measles, airborne. When you sneeze, when you cough, even when you speak, the saliva, the droplets, and they are filled with those things, and they happen to attach on a surface that someone can equally rub it on a liquid or more humid areas of the body. From there, they could penetrate into the body. And what can you say? Because you are careless over your own health, and also you neglected being careful when you are in the public. Now, let us hope COVID-19 was a global pandemic. A global pandemic. Every part of the world witnessed it. We all had it. And that time, they were trying to enforce everybody to use nose mask. They were trying to enforce everybody sanitizing your hand every now and then. And they were also trying to bring to the consciousness of people that whenever you are sneezing, you should not sneeze directly into your palm, because definitely your palm, while running your day-to-day activities, carelessly, you can rub your hands on your face and thereby getting into your canals, the eye, the nose, the mouth, the ear, any opening that could get into the body. They begin much active. Sometimes we call some of those organisms opportunistic organisms. They are just looking for an opportunity to get into the body and strike. Are you getting the point now? So these are things we should be careful while in the public. We shouldn't allow people to do things out of ignorance and allow us to suffer it. So please, let us all be conscious and mindful while we're in the public. Alright, so now you can imagine yourself contracting tuberculosis just because you are beside someone. You can just imagine yourself contracting measles because you are in someone. Then there is another one also, we call the what? Respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, viral disease, viral infection. And most often, viral infections sometimes are like so difficult to treat. Viral. Normally, when you come to the microorganisms, you see these the ones that are mostly difficult to identify using the microscope being so hard to see. Virus that are very much difficult sometimes to see depending on the type of the virus. So you see, virus has more resistance in treatment, in staining, than bacteria, fungi. Okay, let me not say because pathogen, they are generally pathogenic diseases. Those things that can be able to cause disease in our body. So both virus, bacteria, fungi, parasites, they're all pathogenic. Though we have some that are useful, the harmless ones, then I'm not talking about the harmless ones now. Those organisms, those microorganisms that aid our body to fight against other things. Like we have what we call, okay, let me not go to that one, maybe because I'm trying to concise my class to this issue of sneezing and tuberculosis, common cold, measles, all those common diseases you can get when someone sneezes around you. So that's what I just want to limit my classes to. So because I was already triggered to go deeper into the microorganisms classes, but no, let's pardon that one. Maybe in my next class I may talk about that one. Okay, so I like letting us to know, and as a biology, so all those things are always sweet to discuss. All right, so having said this, I think we should now know the effect of what we do. Okay, now how do you now even try to um, be cautious. I've already said it. Just be mindful. Even if you sneeze on your palm, wash it out. Don't use it to shake other people. Stop the spreading of diseases. Normally, things, even if you have much money, you shouldn't be sick to spend your own money while treating yourself of sickness. So if you have money, use your money to do other things than buy medications for yourself for treatment of what you contracted, not of carelessness or ignorance per se. So that's why I'm just trying to put this to our course. Let us listen to this and get it right and hear it and pass the message also to others. Let others watch and be conscious and now come to realization that when you are in the public, you are not just there just to be. You are also there with your minds at alert, observing what others are doing that could affect your own health. Because once your health is being affected, no other place could be attended to by you. That's once you are sick. Because if you are sick, what will now be in your mind is how to get yourself treated. So for us to avoid all this and then drama and then money consumption, energy, time, sleep, whatever, let us cultivate the culture of being at alert, being conscious. I repeat again, even if you want to sneeze without handkerchief or without anything to cover your nose, use your elbow. Use your elbow. Sneeze into your elbow. At least it can be far from your eyes. Okay. So even when this place is not as strong as your palm, but at least as you have sneezed here, there are skin here. Yeah, this is skin, this is the outer layer. At least though it is permeable, organisms could penetrate into the skin, but at least you wash it out very soon. Okay. And normally here is my skin, but sometimes you may wear some kind of a long sleeve that can cover the skin. All right. So if you can wear the one that can cover the skin, at least it will not be on the clothes you are wearing. So though you may sweat, heat may come, that's your sweat may soak it, but at least you know before it could get to such extent, you might have gotten home, you might have gotten to your place of rest and then change up, shower, and then refresh yourself and as fresh as morning palm wine. Okay. So that's what I just have to tell us today. So thank you so much, and please don't forget to always subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I did not say from the beginning, but please always try to do that. Yeah. And God will keep on to bless us. Allah will keep on to bless us. Anything you believe in will keep on blessing us, and we all shall live and be strong. Shalom.